Welcome, my name is Brandon. Please join me on this tour of the enclosed sections of the 50th and France Building District in Edina, Minnesota. I filmed most of this footage the day after Thanksgiving in 2024. I originally filmed these locations a year earlier, but that footage was too shaky. Since I had to buy a couple of loaves of bread at Breadsmith, I thought it would be a great opportunity to refilm the place. If you know mall history, you're probably aware that Edina is the home of the original big mall, Southdale, and maybe know of its upscale companion, Galleria, but you probably have not heard of 50th in France. I visited this property many times over the past 2 decades, and did not know there were enclosed sections until about a year ago. Now, you may argue that this is more of a business center with its dentists and eye doctors, but you can buy coffee and bread in this building. Breadsmith is one of my favorite bakeries. I always go there to buy bread for holiday meals. We had a late Thanksgiving this year, so I did my bread shopping on Black Friday. 50th in France was an early walkable urban center created way back in the 1970s. Funny how the city, the first enclosed regional mall, decided to also be one of the first to create an urban center. While other cities closed down major roads to build full-size malls that eventually died out or were never successful in the first place, the city of Edina did it right. Instead of building a monstrosity in the middle of 50th Avenue and France Avenue, the Mall Association gave this area a bit of an overhaul and built parking garages. All parking is free to encourage outside visitors. In all my visits, I do not recall ever needing to find street parking. The 50th in France Business and Professional Association helps market and promote businesses and events on these properties. One major event is the annual Edina Art Fair. Okay, that maybe is one time where parking is difficult. In 2018, 50th in France received a major update. The association decided to modernize a lesser-used portion of the property to the north. They tore down one of the parking garages and replaced it with a plaza and an apartment complex called Nolan Mains. Let's head across the street to another enclosed section, Edina 50. This place is a simple hallway, but it has a Talbot's, which I have seen in full-size malls. As I stated earlier, I had been visiting this place for 2 decades before I learned about the retro interior. I have visited the nearby cinema several times to see several independent films, including 2 lesser-known Studio Ghibli films, Only Yesterday and Up on Poppy Hill. I've eaten at the restaurants many times as well. Salou and Edina Grill have been here as long as I can remember. This video has focused mostly on the enclosed sections because that is what I like to discover and share. I love finding secret enclosed places, but I encourage people to check out this urban center. Go grab a coffee and pastry and walk around. You can even buy supplies for a picnic at the grocery store on site. Over on the left, we see Mr. Paul's. Mr. Paul's is a newer addition to the complex. They have great steaks and seafood, including crawfish étouffée. If their menu looks too expensive, you can go to the po' boy shop for lunch instead. Thank you for joining me on this tour of the enclosed sections of 50th and France. I promise a more traditional mall next time. Or should I say it was a traditional mall. 4 years since I first visited Uptown Wilmer, we are going back to check out the other Wilmer Mall. I hope you come back, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.